There are about 50 dive sites in Puerto Galera. Most beloved by everyone is the Alma Jane. Once a Filipino cargo ship, this 30-meter steel vessel was sunk in 2003, transforming into a vibrant artificial reef. Resting upright on a sandy seabed at 30 meters, the Alma Jane offers thrilling exploration for advanced divers. Its structure is encrusted with soft corals and sponges, creating a haven for marine life. Outside the wreck, you'll encounter schools of batfish, snapper, fusiliers, lionfish, and scorpion fish lurking near the railings. For the lucky few, a school of yellowtail barracudas and trevallies make occasional appearances. Experienced divers can explore the open cargo holds and cabins. Inside, watch for hidden treasures like our favorite frogfish. And of course the nudibranch. Safety notes. Use a dive light for exploring the interior. Maintain good buoyancy to avoid stirring up silt. Monitor your bottom time closely due to the depth. Carry an SMB, surface marker buoy, for safety during your ascent in case of boat traffic. Remember your safety ascent practice. Check for boat sound before surfacing. Dive with a buddy experienced in wreck diving for interior exploration. And we are off to the world-famous canyons, to which I think was the reason for the advent of scuba diving in Puerto Galera. Canyons are described as having the strongest currents in all of Puerto Galera. Must be because it has 3 canyons, rock formations that create these powerful surges underwater. And we all know what strong currents bring. Fantastic marine biodiversity and the most endowed coral formations.
You're like my kryptonite. Got me a
You enter canyons from another famous site, the Hole in the Wall. Dropping down to 12 meters. It is like the rite of passage for the advanced scuba divers in the Philippines. You cannot really say you are a scuba diver without having to go through this hole. And just like Alice, you have now entered into the rabbit hole. Greeting you are yellow-banded sweet lips.
Be prepared to dive in fish soup in this really highly populated dive site.
Because from Hole in the Wall, you just let the currents take you to the 3 canyons. Canyons, as you now know from my video about John Bennett, it goes deeper than 30 meters, so be careful with your depth limit. Safety notes for Hole in the Wall and canyons. Gear check. Make sure to do your BWRAF before going to the boat and on the boat. You must be a responsible diver. This is a drift dive. Strong currents are common, use a reef hook or stay close to the guide. Proper buoyancy and weighting. Avoid accidental contact with walls or corals, so be aware by adding air to your BCD or do a training dive beforehand. Stay close to your buddy. Currents can suddenly shift to hyper mode and you and your buddy might get separated. Follow the guide. Stick to the guide's path for the safest experience. And enjoy the scenery until you reach this monumental piece. This monumental piece is also another rite of passage, testament you did the canyon's dive site. It is the remains of a Spanish galleon anchor. A real great symbol of the port of galleons. Puerto Galera. Thank you. Upgrade to wreck diving. Drift diving. DPV diver specialty. Learn more by clicking on the link in the description box. Dive with scuba sirens. Dive safe. Dive within your limits.